G'day skate champions and welcome to Transition Tuesday Season 3 Episode 1. I've been skating on and off over the summer in Australia, but it's been an absolute belter. So I've kind of been avoiding the middle of the day skates, which is predominantly when I do my videos. But I think it's cooling down a little bit, obviously wearing the hat, get the sunscreen on, and I'm feeling ready to go. I do have a bit of a symbiotic relationship with skateboarding and videoing, so I need to get back into a season just to really get that momentum going. But before we get into the transition tricks, I just want to warm up with each week just one of my flat ground tricks. And of course today we're going to be starting with the ollie. So let's get stuck in. So this was a good warm-up, good reminder just to get your legs in the into the game so that you can go into a good skate session. I was really just working on just trying to level out the ollie by pointing the nose as much as I could. And after a couple of dodgy attempts, I was pretty happy with them. Went on to the Fakie Ollies just because, well, why not? And that was a very sobering experience. After a handful of attempts, felt like I got those pretty okay, particularly when I could just land and roll away comfortably fakie. So we'll move on to the transition tricks, the real purpose for this video. The anchoring principle around Season 3 will be predominantly around an Instagram influencer by the name of Scott Cowell. He runs an Instagram called Mini Ramp Trick Lists, where he's put together just each week or every now and then he'll put a trick up that he's been working on since he's been progressing. And boy, has he been progressing. So I want to kind of base it around those tricks. Today, we're just going to get the first 10 in. Tricks that I can do, and you can see here the transition sort of rises. So I'm going to try and push them on this level, and we'll just get stuck in and we'll just talk through them. Right, so first up, the basic drop in, which, you know, I say basic, but I think it gets everybody at the very beginning. And then the rock to fakie, which is personally one of my favorite tricks. But there's actually a trick in between here that Scott's put, which is 2.5, the death rock to fakie. And that's really where you want to push the board right up onto the platform as far as you can go, and then come back. And I definitely find that one a little bit hard, just because, yeah, it's scary coming back in from that far up on the platform. All right, next up is the rock and roll. It took me 2 attempts to get that one. Just this higher transition for me personally, I have to sort of just adjust to it. And then, yeah, trick 3.5, the death rock and roll. I'm always going to struggle with this guy. And I did this one twice just so I could really make it through. All right, Feeble stall and axle stall, both backside tricks, which I'm pretty comfortable with. I do feel like the Feeble is a nice looking trick and it's not a lot more difficult than just doing a regular axle stall. In fact, you probably do them in order like Scott has suggested. And now we ramp it up just a little bit for the next trick, which is a fake tail stall, or I just see it as a tail stall. Yeah, I don't think I've done it up here before, so wish me luck. I 100% knew that I was going to have trouble with this one, just as I said, but I didn't realize how much. I think I was more scared of slipping out with my foot. I see people do like tail taps into these, but I really wanted to get that like body weight up there and stall it. And in doing so, my body weight was I was going too fast and flying past. Kept trying to catch it with the deck under deck with my front foot just to stop me. But it was more of just a mental, like, I don't know. I was just like, get up there and then you can't fall down sort of thing, where, I don't know, I just needed to sort of get that timing, that pace right. And I'm really happy that I got a couple there. Not particularly great, but you know, that's why I'm back here, just to keep practicing these tricks. So let's move on. All right, backside slash grinds. I really like the backside tricks, just feel a lot more comfortable for myself personally. And then, yeah, frontside. This is my nemesis for every trick, but I think, and Scott is correct by putting this, just a slash grind nice and early in the trick list, because you can see that I'm just working my way up, building my confidence, getting up there as high as I can each time, just not really committing, but getting the actual momentum of frontside under my belt and the comfort level, so that when I hit it, you know, I can roll away without too much discomfort, not worried about hanging up, just roll away comfortably. All right, super pleased with that one. We'll crack on, let's go. I was dead set going to be just like, I'm going to get this really early and just make a comment on how the half cab rock and roll for me, I find easier than just a half cab rock to fakie. because your shoulders and your hips are all rotating in the kind of like the 360-degree angle. So once you start flicking it around and come out regular. But I cannot emphasize this enough, how important it is to try your tricks on just a little bit of a different gradient, a little bit more coping, a little bit taller transition, because everything goes out the window. And I really struggle with this. Just cutting it too short, or just sort of trying to handle, there's more rock on this than on the shorter side of the transition, where you're sort of like pivoting on the base of the board, the center of the board. And yeah, I take that all into account. So that was a huge learning curve. So let's go final trick, the half cab rock to fakie, and hopefully we can just get away with this one before it gets too hot. All right, that was first try, and then just sort of got a little bit cocky, went too early the second one, and then nailed another one, and then I was trying to just get a little bit higher just for sort of like a death half cab rock, and I didn't really get up there, but I did definitely feel a lot more comfortable rocking and then coming in fakie rather than trying to swing it back around. But yeah, thanks Scott for putting this list together. If you're on Instagram, as I'm sure you are, go check him out. Link in the description down below. And I'll be doing tricks that just sort of level up as he levels up. I think he's at like video 40 or something, so that's 40 tricks, 10 done now, and I'll probably slow it down as they get harder and harder. Maybe do a handful each video each week. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys, I miss editing, miss skating like this, so it's all good, it's all good. I'll see you legends next week. Take it easy, remember to keep skating, keep having fun, and of course, keep progressing, take it easy. Oh, damn. Corona. Give me a break, eh? You guys are the skate champions, the absolute skate champions.